Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Morning Miracle Call, where we get to hear your stories. And we're going to introduce Jerry in just a minute. I just want to say, Gregory and I just felt so privileged, absolutely privileged to be at the ribbon cutting opening of our new global office and welcome center. It was amazing. We actually felt like, I don't know, it was crazy. We got off the bus and there's bands playing and greetings from the whole staff and signs, and it was like paparazzi everywhere. I've never been so photographed in my life. But most importantly, to see where we are and where we're going was amazing. And we'll talk about more of that tonight on the call. So hope you can be with us. But this morning's call is to share stories and ask questions about products. And we have a wonderful host. And I'm going to turn things over to Jerry right now and let you take it over, Jerry. Thank you so much for being our host. And I'll let you go.
Oh,
Go for
thank
it.
you so much, Robin. I guess it was really exciting to be there. I can't imagine. It must
Oh
have
my
been,
gosh, it was amazing.
yeah.
There were so many tears of joy.
Wow. Well, the pictures you did send were wonderful to look at. So thank you so much. And
You're
thank you for
welcome.
being our representative. We wish we would have been there. So
Yeah.
anyways, welcome all of you to our Monday morning miracle call. I'm calling in here from sunny Florida, welcoming all of you. And if there are new people on here, I'm especially sending out a warm welcome to you guys. Please speak up. If you haven't been here before or you're shy, all of you on here are what makes this call so important to everyone. You tell us stories, you tell us how you did it, you give us your results, and they just give everybody so much hope. And that's what we live for. So if you haven't been here before, to raise your hand on the bottom of your computer screen, there's an icon that says raise your hand. It's a little bit different on the iPad and phone. I know you tap on it and you find it that way. So while you're talking, if you'd leave it up, that would be great. So your picture is placed on the screen so I can see you. So if you don't mind limiting your testimonies to about 30 seconds to a minute, I know it's not a lot, but believe me, you'd get a lot up. And then there are other times you can come back in if you have more to tell us, because we really want to hear what's going on in your lives. So please stay compliant. What that means is we don't name diseases. Just explain what's going on in your body. We'll probably be able to find out what it is, but if you just let us know, tell us how you were before, what patch you might be wearing, your results, and if you have questions, perfectly okay. There's so many people on here that can help you with questions. And if you look at everybody on here, there are years and years and years of experience in these phenomenal patches. So we do like to give the first 15 minutes to our Granddaddy Patch X39 because it will filter and get everything in your body. Your body is very, very, very knowledgeable, and these patches know where it needs it the most. You might want it in your foot first, but it might not go there. But believe me, it is working, and it is the persistence and consistency that gets you the results that you're looking for. So as I mentioned, we want to stay compliant. So we don't claim to cure, treat, diagnose, or prevent any condition that's out there. So with that, I'd like to start our questions and results out with Diane. Please unmute and tell us what's going on in your life.
Good morning, everyone. I have a very funny story to tell about my friend Dave. He and his daughter, I think she's in her 40s. He and his daughter volunteer somewhere, and they were out doing this event together. And Dave kept getting dirty looks from this one guy. And it was because the guy was interested in his daughter in a romantic way, and he thought that Dave was her new boyfriend. And once he discovered that Dave was actually her dad, he was a lot nicer to Dave. And my friend Dave is 70.
And he looks like how much?
Well, he sent me a picture on Sunday, and I think he looks, I don't know, 50s. He looks really good
Hmm. How long has he been wearing the patches?
since the beginning of the year.
Oh,
He started
wow.
patching.
And did you tell him to take a picture of his face and any other parts of the body he's hoping to get results with?
Of course I did. I'm on him all the time about that, to do updates, 7 months, 8 months, etc.
Right.
So he does look really good.
Great. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. And like it is, it's not anti-aging, it's age reversal. And we're all looking forward to that in our lives. We want to be younger, more vibrant, and just go out and do whatever we want to do. So thank you so much, Diane.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Thank you. Christina, please unmute.
This is Christina's mom. I'm 85, been on the patches for about 3 years. In 2015, I was told that I had a leaky valve in the heart and that if I didn't have surgery, it would take me. And I had just decided I'd had too much of this. So I said, no, I didn't think so. When I went on the patches and I went to the cardiologist was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah. And he said that I no longer needed surgery on that I heal like I'm 18, and that my blood pressure is better than his. I had a finger that was crooked. It was shutting the door when I was 3, was listening to one of your talks. The lady was talking about she had a crooked finger and it straightened out. So I thought, And so I checked my finger and it was straight. And that was after I went on patches, and I've been having that since I was 3. So I know it was patches.
Wow. And how long have you been on the patches, did you say?
About 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
I went on and when my husband passed, and that was in 21.
Oh, okay. Well, you've seen so many good results. Keep on patching. That's all I can say.
You.
And keep on coming in and tell us your results. They're amazing.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. And I see them. There we go. Gary, please. Oh, Gary, please unmute. Come on in.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm 62, just turned 62 in August. Last year I was hauling an armload of firewood and slipped on a little piece of snow with grass and went down on my left hip. I had an X39 on and had been using them for a year or so. And just got up feeling like, oh my goodness, I got hit by a truck. I went to reach with my right hand and I felt an electric shock from my hip all the way to the ends of my fingers that hurt so bad I can't even tell you. And it kept hurting every time I moved. So I got up and did the old assessment. We have a Tylenol ibuprofen mentality that we're going to wait to see the level of pain to see how many we need to take. So I ambled into the house and I thought it's for the birds in some ways. So as I got in the house, I was waiting to see on just in excruciating pain. Then it hit me. Wait, you have a patch on and you have stem cell patches. So this is a great experiment. I love natural things. I love the patches, and I have the belief, but I could not believe. I put the patch on. There was one on my neck. I put the one on my left hip where it really hurt. And within a few minutes, 90% of the pain went away. I was blown away and so amazed and excited again because I have another experience to relate. And I tried to recreate the right hand reach to see if I could feel that electric shock, and nothing. So it was cemented in my mind how amazing these things are and how quick they work, and been able to share that many times.
Thank you so much, Gary. It's so good when we have those immediate results, isn't it? So thank you.
I love it. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day. Dushenka, please unmute.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have been using the patches for 2 years now. Before LifeWave, I couldn't walk the 10 steps from my bed to the bathroom. And I prayed, dear God, I need an unequivocal, unambiguous direction of what it is I need to be doing with my health. And my friend Nancy called me and said, Deshenka, I have to tell you about what I've been doing for the last year. So when I first put on X3949, I was walking all around asking myself, are these working? Are they doing anything? I can't tell. I don't notice. And like 2 weeks in, my morning routine got interrupted. I didn't wear them. And about halfway through the day, the pain that I had been having in my legs that was keeping me from walking started flooding back. And that's when I remembered, oh my gosh, these things that I've been asking if they're working, they worked so well. They not only took away my pain, they took away the memory that I'd been in pain just the day before. And so now when people say, I don't know if they're doing anything, I say, you know what? You're talking to someone who went from not being able to walk to walking and didn't remember that she couldn't walk the day before.
Right.
So I want to show right off, and when it's appropriate, I want to also talk about the SP6 patch.
And get you back in a little bit, Deshenka. Thank you so much. Thank you. No more hands. So I have a couple. One is myself. I take early morning, like 5 a.m. walks with my dog. And he decided to go after a bunny in the dark and rip the whole retractable leash from me. But in doing so, I had his water bottle, and it was a canvas strap that wrapped around my finger and just almost cut it off. And when I got home, put our famous X39 on. It's not swollen anymore. It's not purple like it was yesterday. So let me tell you, put that X39 on where it hurts and where it happens, and it'll work. So anyways, we have some hands up. So let's go. Allie, good morning. Please come in.
Hi. I was talking with a friend who used to be a brand partner some years ago, and then she fell in love with somebody and her whole life changed. She stopped using it, and then she was talking with me the other day, and she said, well, I'm going to keep using the X39. She had totally stopped but still had them, and they have a good lifetime on them. And all she did was put the X39 on, and she said, you know what, I'm noticing I'll go out in the field or somewhere. She lives on a mountaintop, and my cane is back there someplace, because she was needing to use her cane all those years.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes, amazing results. And I've heard that from a couple people. So thank you so much, Allie, for sharing. Wonderful. Lavelle, please unmute. Come on in. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm like 30 seconds before 8:15. Oh, I just hit 8:15. Okay, great.
We're kind of like just seeing
So
the top.
I shared this yesterday on.
Lavelle, could you move your camera down?
All right, there you go.
are.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, I shared this yesterday, and I'd love to share it again on Connie Zoom. One of my distributors, Ona, yeah, her cousin called her and told her about her husband needing a liver transplant, and he was all scheduled, and he started wearing the patches, X39, X49, SP6, and glutathione. And then he went to the doctor like after 2 months, and the doctor said he doesn't need a liver transplant.
That was an amazing story. I heard it, Lavelle. Wow, amazing. So
for the people that didn't hear it yesterday, I just wanted to share that this is just a phenomenon, guys. It's just phenomenal. That is, you can't pay for that.
Do you know where did he put the patches in specific places, Lavelle, or just where they were suggested to be?
I don't know, but I will find out from Ona.
Okay.
It's her group within our group,
Okay.
but I can find out for sure, and I'll bring that news to everybody. Thanks so much.
Yeah, I know everybody's waiting to hear. So thank you for sharing that again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Kimberly, please unmute.
Hi, good morning. Yes, I just had a quick share. I've been using the patches since June, and I've had amazing results with them thus far. However, I did, have some, medical testing, done and whatnot. And my question is to the doctors, in regards to some DCIS cells, what patches would they recommend for for the treatment instead of radiation, if they could get back to me, in regards to
Okay.
that?
Yeah, we don't do specifics, but are any of the doctors that are on here want to take that question right now? Because, we claim that X39 does it all. Dr. Tom, I didn't see if you're on here or
I think
Dr.
he's
Barbara.
on.
Is he? Dr. Tom, Dr. Barbara?
X39 definitely does it all. Absolutely. Yeah. And we can't make any claims. What I like to suggest is that you tell your doc you've decided to do this for 6 to 12 months and you want him to take a really good look at you. And we see some dramatic shifts in blood work. We hear all kinds of stories, just like Lavelle's recent story here. We hear all kinds of stuff when the docs tell you you have a disease that continues to progress, that is going to continue to progress. You can laugh. You can choose to take that as a data point, and you can say, you know what, I've heard a different story. And I like to tell people, if you didn't come out of mama with it, it's not a disease, it's a condition. And we talk a lot about lifestyle shift here. In addition to using the patches, in addition to using the technologies, especially X39 and 49 together, that's the performance bundle. You want to stay incredibly well hydrated. You want to eat clean. You want to breathe clean. You want to think clean. That sounds like a hard menu. Yeah. We've all got challenges and toxins of both biochemical and metaphysical that we have to navigate. And one of the cool things about these calls, and thank you so much, Jerry, for creating the energy, and Robin and Gregory. One of the great things about the calls is we get to hear these success stories, and we get to hear, then we go out there. Yeah, then we go out there and we hear everybody else's story, and just carry the reality with you that something other, something else. And we hear all kinds of stuff. And like Jerry says, just please keep coming back and telling us your stories.
Yeah, and like Robin says, Robin's comment is to the doctors, maybe in your world, but not in our world. We know different, Kimberly. So, if you have another
Okay.
question for Dr. Tom, go ahead. I'm sorry I was interrupted.
Okay, no, I would like to add, it was successfully removed, and that is just that was a recommendation to me, the radiation therapy. But I am on the X49, X39, the performance bundle, the glutathione, the ion, and I will be ordering the SP6s. So, and I'm already on the alkaline diet. So I'm tracking.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Right track, right, Dr. Tom? Jeez. Great. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Tom.
Yeah. Chris, please unmute. Morning.
Good morning. So I was dealing with what tennis players go through when they play tennis after a bunch of years, with the elbow.
Right.
And then after about 6 months of wearing X39, that pain disappeared. So
Wow.
every time I would play hockey, because I play men's league hockey, I would get the pain in my elbow come back, flare up, and then nothing after 6 months of being on X39.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope you're all listening to that one, because I think we've all suffered from that at one time or another. So thank you, Chris.
You got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Dushenko, I can't wait to hear your next one you want to share.
Yeah, so like I said, I've been using X39 and 49 for 2 years. And one of my complaints beforehand is that my menstrual period was 21 days and 9 days of bleeding. And I went to the OBGYN. She did a bunch of tests. She said, blood work's normal. There's nothing we can do. You're just perimenopausal. Using X39 and X49, that started lengthening. Instead of 21 days, it got back up to 24, 25, 26, 25, 26, 27, 26, 25, 26. When 2 months ago, I just heard the David talking about the SP6 and really heard that it supports the hypothalamus. So I ordered SP6. That first month on it, my period was 28 days, 3 days of bleeding, which is what it always used to be before my last kid was born 8 years ago. And then the second month again, I took SP6 for 2 months and it was 28 days. And then, so I guess I took it in June, I took it in July. I didn't take it in August. It was still 28 days. September, 28 days. And so for me, that's like, it actually did the change that needed to happen rather than it's just supporting the body and I need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then the other thing that happened that I just was so excited about is in the last week, my big toe nail has grown 1/4 of an inch. Now, in 2012 or 2011, like I dropped something on that toe and smashed the nail, and it just, ever since then, it's always looked white and it hasn't grown that much. And I'm just like, okay, I have other problems. I'm not going to think about it or worry about it. And in the last week, week, it's grown 1/4 of an inch, and the nail that's growing in is that healthy pink that it always used to be before. I mean, like over a decade, it's been this white, thick nail, and now it's a thin pink nail, like a healthy nail. So I'm so excited.
Well, with your excitement, I had a person call me about her ugly toe that she had for years and years and always had nail polish on it. And it was ugly, ugly. She says, can this be helping that? He says, the nail is falling off and I see a brand new one coming underneath. I said, yes, it can. So X39, put it everywhere, right? And that SP6 is for all us women that have different problems too. Wonderful choice to have tried that one. So great.
And also someone on my team, he said when he put on the SP6, all his sugar cravings completely disappeared. And after 5 he had lost 30 pounds.
Yeah, I know. It's for cravings, those things like that. So yeah, anybody that have cravings. I even heard of one with smoking in a day had stopped. So yes, it's great for those cravings.
Hypothalamus, which is metabolism, mood, hormones. So
thank you so much for coming back in. Sherry, please unmute. Tell us what you're sharing with us today.
Oh, there we go. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for everyone sharing. I'll just share that I was slated for a knee replacement, full knee replacement, just before COVID, and then that didn't happen. So luckily, I tried some alternative, paying $100 plus per month, and then a couple of years in, I just lately found through referral the X39. So I get on the X39, and I was walking, 1 to 2 miles a day. Got on the X39 and noticing some changes in the swelling in my knee. After 4 weeks, added the X49 and put that right on the knee, and the swelling that was above my knee literally disappeared. I was walking up to 5 miles a day, and one day then I noticed my lower leg bent underneath my upper leg, which hasn't even happened for, I don't know, years. And so yes, now I'm walking. I'm never going to need that knee replacement thanks to X39 and X49, and blessings to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sherry. That is wonderful. Our combination 3949 is a dynamic duo. So yes, together they work miracles. Please, iPhone Christine, would you please come in, unmute? Can you unmute, Christine? I know on the iPhone, you have to hit the screen so you bring up the microphone. There you go. Okay, you're unmuted, Christine. Are you there? We don't
Jerry,
hear you.
it's waiting while
I'm
we're
sorry.
waiting here, while we're waiting to hear Christine. I just wanted to answer a question in the chat from Darcy.
Sure.
Again, we don't do targeted diagnoses or interventions. But if people have stuff, sorry about that. If people have stuff in the skull, it was a question about intracranial issues. And if you have things in the skull or the head or any kind of headache or eye problems, we have a really interesting HAT protocol. And if you go to liveyoungersuccess.com, liveyoungersuccess.com, and the library tab, it's a fantastic resource that the Mascaris have put together. Thank you. And in section 3, under the library tab, go to resources and documents. And in resources and documents, section 3 is the HAT protocol. And it's a wonderful illustration of a 2-set system with an anti-inflammatory, so our energy enhancer placements and Eon. And it's a total body activation. So it's not just the skull. The thing that shows up as the troublemaker, that's just the place that the body chose to throw the tantrum, right? It doesn't, that's not the issue. It's just the tip of the iceberg of the issue. And so a lot of what we do is we reset foundationally. We get to reset metabolic flexibility and put the body back into a place where it doesn't have to throw tantrums of any kind.
Huh.
Yep.
Wow, that was great. Thank you, Dr. Tom.
Sure.
Christine, are you able to unmute and come in? Or, okay, you're unmuted. Let me see if we hear you now. Christine, do you want to go out and back in, and maybe I'll look for you and put your hand up again and try it, because we can't hear you if you're talking. And while we're waiting, Helen or Tim, would you like to come in?
Hi, yeah, it's Helen. I share the light patches and happened to be at a fair, and there were all kinds of other people sharing all kinds of things, but 5 of them were in pain, and 5 of them went out of pain by placing ice wave patches on them, and all of them are going to be sharing them and buying them. So I mean, seriously, these patches are amazing, and they're all like, what? There's no pain. It was really a blessing to share. So.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Ice waves are a joy to have around. I used them. I used 3 sets of them when I had fractured my pelvis in 2 places. And I never took a drug for pain the whole time when I was healing. So yes, ice waves are really up on my top of my list. Christine, do you want to say something to see if we can hear you? Can't hear you, so we'll go on to Robert. Robert, would you unmute and come on in?
Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be here. I wanted to share a quick story with everybody. I've been on the patches about 10 months. I'm 74 years old. 2 weeks ago today, I had abdominal hernia repair surgery. It went successful. Everything went fine. They loaded me up with a bunch of painkillers when I left the hospital, but I've had 0 painkillers since I left. I've been on a healing process. I'm on 39 and 49. I started off with 39 and Xeon, but now I'm really hooked on these 49 and 39. My wife's on them now, and we also give them to our dog after we're finished at the end of the day. So
Yes.
3 of us in the family are on it, but I think that really helped me. I have 0 pain. My healing process is going great. So thanks, everybody, and God bless.
God bless. Thank you, Robert. And Jen, you'll take us out today. We're at the bottom of the hour, so
Okay,
please
well,
unmute.
I have a great story. I'm sorry for the way I look. I'm getting ready to go do my lap swim, so I got my suit on and I look off. But I called Connie out of desperation this weekend. I have a very dear friend and neighbor who's an Army Ranger, retired, and he's done so many parachute jumps. Anyway, he was in excruciating pain for 2 weeks, and he's a life waver. He was patching. I was helping him, I thought, but it just didn't get rid of it. And he went to every doctor. I want to make it short and fast. Called Connie. I said, he is in so much pain. And she had me right there with him put, well, the X39, he had it on already, but she had me take an Eon and put it, she said, which side is the sciatica? And it was on his left, I think. Anyway, she said, go to the left of your belly button by 2 fingers and down by 3 fingers. Put the Eon patch there. And this is what Barry was given by one of the docs. And so he did that. And she said, now I want you to push in that point. Push in that point. And the pain stopped. And he who was kneeling on the floor in excruciating pain was able to get up. And then she had me put on the bottom of his feet, the left and the right, the ice waves, you know, right in the middle. And you guys know all the acupuncture points, but it was right in the middle of the foot. That's, I forget the
K1.
name. I apologize.
K1.
K1, it's exactly it. I looked it up on the internet and I showed him a picture. But this is what I want to say to you. He said it got rid of it by 44%, but even more. You know, he was able to walk and everything. So then I went from his house to visit my daughter in Orlando, and she had a 6'4" football type guy, friend of hers, a husband of one of her best friends. He was in excruciating pain. And I said, oh, I just learned this new method. Can I help you? And he said, well, my shoulder hurts. So I took an X39 and just put it on his shoulder. He goes, oh my God, I can lift my arm. I can lift my arm. I go, yeah. And then I said, well, let me tell you the rest of it. So I had him do it, and it worked for him. And what Connie said is and Barry was told to press in whenever the pain comes back, press back in that Eon, in that spot near the belly button, and that'll break the, I don't know, the energy thing, whatever. So then I sent it to my sister, who has a lot of autoimmune problems, and she's on retreat. So she's trying it. So 1, 2, 3, bam, bang. I think this is a method that I never knew in all these years.
I've never heard it, and it's so wonderful you brought it to us, Jen. Thank you so very much.
It was Dr. Tavoli, that was it, who gave it to Barry, the one he told him to do it. So anyway, okay. Blessings to everybody. I look like a mess, but there you go.
Thanks, Jen. Robin, do you still have time for one more? We have one more hand.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, Muriel, please unmute. You'll be our last.
I'm going to turn this off.
Oh, there you go. Muriel, are you talking? Can anybody else hear her? And I'm not?
Nope.
Nope.
That's here.
Okay, well, maybe Christine and Muriel, if you want to come back next week and we can try, because we are not hearing you. So sorry that we're not hearing your precious story. I know it would only help us all. So I'm going to turn it over to Robin to maybe hear more about our headquarters and hear about tonight. And thank you all for today's. I learned so much today. I am so glad you're all here, and have a great week. This is a great way to start our Monday off. So Robin, please.
Okay, well, Jerry, that was wonderful. And Jerry, you're looking younger and younger. Isn't it wonderful to feel and share and be proud of our age? I just love that. You know, my perspective is, if we're learning and growing, we should always be proud, no matter what we look like, because we are always getting better. But you're just looking radiant. You did a fabulous job. The stories, as always, are amazing, just amazing. And I think it's time to quote Dr. Tom: eat clean, drink clean, breathe clean, and think clean. I think that needs to be our motto. That was brilliant. Isn't it wonderful to have this great wisdom on our call?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for your amazing stories, and your compliance was fabulous. I just want to share a quick story before. Dr. Shauna was visiting us last weekend, and our contractor has been on disability from being in the service, lives in chronic intense pain. I tried to patch him. I didn't get success, but Dr. Shauna, it's kind of like Dr. Nicholas. They have a magic touch. And yeah, that protocol from Dr. Nicholas is something for all of us to learn. And he does have a YouTube channel. So you'll find it in the newsletter, the link to it. And a lot of great short videos. He's probably patched more people than anyone. So worthy of checking that out. And the contractor came back after lunch in tears, hugging her, and he lifted his arm up and he said, I have not been able to do that in years and years and years and years. And so it was amazing. So what a privilege to share something that gives people hope, that changes the quality of their life. How grateful and blessed we are. So tonight we're going to have Connie come on and help us because she was with us. We're going to try to get David Jumper also to share a little bit about our experience the last several days at the new global headquarters of LifeWave. I mean, they pulled out all the stops. It was amazing. And we got to meet the new staff. We are so blessed. We have Josh Dunn in events, and we have Wayne Moorhead as our Chief Marketing Officer, consummate professionals. Meredith is doing a brilliant job putting the right people in the right seats on the bus. And if you've never read the book Good to Great, it's one of the classic business books of all times. And that's what's important, is having the right people in the right seats. And we're getting there. The office is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And we'll be sharing tonight more details about our experience. And, words cannot express what words cannot express, but we'll do our best. And there's just lots of emotion. And they had an amazing program planned for us, and we had a great time also. So I will, you can unmute now if you want to say goodbye and say thank you. That would be wonderful. We had a great, great call today. Thank you so much, everyone. Life-changing stories. And I do want to share one more thing before we open up the lines is, our building is on the I-15 corridor. That's a major interstate south of Salt Lake, where many, many other network marketing companies have their headquarters. We are no longer a secret. We, aside from being the fastest growing company in the world, we're very visible right now. And David is speaking at the Direct Selling News conference probably today, because Wayne was on his way. So this is the time to pull out your chicken list. The people that you've been afraid to call, the people that you may not even know that, and because someone's going to get them. So I want it to be you. All right. So why don't you unmute your line and say,
hey, Robin, can you say the 4 cleans again before we go?
4 cleans. It's in the chat. Eat clean, drink clean, breathe clean, and think clean. And I love how Dr. Tom talks about eat food that's had a happy life, because it is vibrational. The way an animal is raised makes a difference. It's like when you go to a restaurant, the way the food is prepared makes a difference. We went to one of the top restaurants in Salt Lake the other night, and the waiter was talking about the love that they put in the food, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for your contributions today. It was wonderful. We have our call tonight, and tomorrow night we have Dr. Henrietta. We love our practitioners. So bring your guests to this call, to that call, to the Sunday Doc Talk call. And they will be, one last thing, and we'll share this tonight. Gregory and I, along with Harris Williams and Kai Jacobson, rented a home in right near the office. And we're planning on going there regularly. And so if you have guests, and we're going to be doing trainings and things there. So we'll keep you posted on our activities, but we're planning on being there often and want to host you and your people and do trainings and special guest to the Welcome Center. So it's very, very exciting, because once people go there, it's game over. All right. So unmute and say thank you and goodbye.
Thank you
and goodbye.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks.
Thanks. Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you and goodbye.
Till tonight.
See you tonight.
Thank you.
Great job, Jerry.
Thanks.
Yes, awesome. Send her to you.
Yes, thank you, Jerry.
Leda,
Thank you.
LiveYourNewsletter.com.
Terrific,
Orla.
Jerry.
Leda.
Bye. Thanks. Have a
Bye,
great
everybody.
week.
Sun shower.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Have a
Bye.
good day. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Amazing.